What's up guys, welcome to this new episode. So if you're looking to increase your internet speed with your network, you've landed on the right video. So in today's video, I'll be showing you crazy APN settings that you can use to increase your internet speed, like switching from 3G, 4G to a more faster bandwidth with your network. So without any further ado, let's aim this tutorial. Alright, as always, I would like to emphasize on the fact that this video is strictly for educational purposes only, and neither we nor this channel is going to be held responsible for any misuse of this content. So getting started with the basics, what actually is an APN? Okay, an APN, also known as access point names, is a gateway between your mobile network and the internet. Okay, so this APN acts like a middleman, or let me say a bridge between your mobile device and the internet, and it is this bridge that enables the connection, the secure and safe connection between your device and the internet. Okay, so usually mobile operators, or let me say internet service providers, are actually those that provide these APN settings for every user. Okay, so they have specific settings that once you configure your mobile device with, you have access to the internet. But there are a couple of ways that you can tweak these settings to get faster internet speed with your network. Okay, and the good thing, however, with these settings is that they are actually safe and legal to use. Okay, so you shouldn't be scared of violating any law or anything. Okay, so let's dive into the steps. Alright, so if you've never accessed this APN settings before, you can access it through your device settings, network and internet. Keep in mind that these steps might be different for different devices. Okay, so once in this tab, you come to mobile network, and then you should see something like access point names right here. Okay, so you just have to click on that, and then if you have APNs or they're available, you should see them listed. If not, it should be blank. And in this case, if you don't have APN, if you don't have an APN already set up, you won't be able to access the internet. Okay, even if you turn on your mobile device data. Okay, so what you do here is to click on this plus icon right here, and then you get into the setup. Okay, so for this name you want to key in 4.4.8.8 space 5G, just like so. Okay, and then you click OK. So for the APN, you typically do the same thing, 4.4.8.8, and then 5G, not 4G. So it's some sort of expression that is going to tell the servers not to enable 4G for this device, but rather enable 5G. Okay, so for the proxy, you let it be as it is. The port, you let it be that way, and then you come to the server. Here you enter www.google.com, just like so. Okay, and then you key OK, and then you scroll, and then comes the APN type. Okay, this APN type you want to set it to default, just like so, and then you select OK, and then the APN protocol. This is where things get a little bit interesting. Okay, so this IPv4, IPv6 are actually different APN protocols, and one serves a purpose that the other doesn't, or one is a sophisticated version of the previous. Okay, talking of sophisticated, I'm talking of IPv6, which uses a hexadecimal representation to represent IP addresses. As for the IPv4, you should probably know about this one because it uses a pointed format for IP addresses. Okay, and this IPv6 is way more advanced as compared to this IPv4, so it also works on increasing your internet speed if you select it and if your network conditions are the best. Okay, so for this APN protocol, you want to select IPv6, I beg your pardon. But if you are not sure of your area, or if you are sure that where you are located the network isn't the best, I would recommend you select this IPv4/IPv6. Okay, and then for the the APN roaming protocol, you do the same IPv4, IPv6. Alright, and for this bearer, you want to uncheck this specified and select all that applies. Okay, this LTE, HS, PAP are just different networks. Okay, so you just want to select all of these networks, these bearers, pardon, under your internet provider. Just check all of them just like so, and then you click OK. Okay, so now you're done with everything that's to be said, and then you just click on save. Alright, so now that you've clicked on this save, you should see it selected right here. If it is not selected, you want to select it. Okay, just like so, and then now you get back to your mobile network preferences. Okay, this is another crucial step that you definitely need to take to ensure that your internet speed is the best. Okay, so for this preferred network type, in some devices you will see 3G by default if your network isn't the best, but if you think your network is the best, don't worry, just check this 4G recommended. Okay, check this 4G. Most devices that have 5G already enabled, you will see 5G on that device, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I took a device that is actually running on a 4G. Okay, that you can see how it can actually, the internet speed, you can experience how the internet speed will be the best even in your case. Okay, so if your maximum preferred network type is at 4G, don't worry, just check that 4G and let things be that way. So after checking this 4G, the next step will be to test your internet speed. Okay, before testing the internet speed, you want to restart your device and test the internet speed. So let's restart our device. So I have already restarted my device. Okay, so let's test this internet speed to see what it actually presents. Okay, great. As you can see, this internet speed is way more higher than that I had with my previous APN settings. Okay, and to increase the credibility of these settings, let me go and prove to you that I am actually running on these APN settings. Okay, access point names, and then you can see this is it here. So let me switch back to my normal APN settings. Okay, and see what we actually get. So let me just reload this. So this is the speed I have with my mobile operator's APN settings, and I can still prove this by going back to my APN settings and show you, or switch back to the setting, to the crazy settings I showed you earlier. So let's do that. So back into these APN settings, you can see that I am still on my mobile operator's APN settings. So I'll just switch to the other APN, the one we created earlier. Great, and then we test this one again. So let me test this one once more. As you can even notice that the internet speed is going way much higher. So guys, that's how you get to optimize your internet connection, your APN settings for the best and optimal internet speed with your network. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you're located, no matter where you're located, no matter your region, it doesn't matter. With these APN settings, you get the best internet speed with your network. Right, and as a bonus tip, I'll be providing a link in the video description to a couple of ways to achieve free internet connection with this ultimate guide to get the fastest internet speeds. So if you found this video actually helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and tap the notification bell icon to not miss any upcoming content from us. Okay, so I catch you in the next episode.